Channel, vision, team, vehicle. It's Eliot here, and today we're actually based from the HQ, so we're over in the HQ, and I'm here with international rugby player, global DJ, certified artist, and now a business partner, friend, and I guess a very rapidly building a relationship with myself and a young Tom and our team, as it were. Amazing to have you here, bro.
Yeah, man.
VTV, the fire on that. Yes. So welcome. I'm glad we're here, and I'm super happy we've met. It just shows you the power of having a vision and attracting the individuals, the resources, whatever it is that's needed to make that vision a reality. So initially, bro, I know you're 20 years old now, right? Yeah, 20, exactly, and you came over here. What was it? 6 days ago? It's the UK?
Yeah,
6 days ago. So just briefly, bro, it'd be really good to get an introduction into your sort of journey. I know you've been in some really cool places and done some amazing amazing things already at just 20 years old. But it'd be good to start from the beginning, I guess. So when it came to Jon Caister, like school and how you progressed through education, sort of how was that, and where did you sort of go with that?
Yeah, I guess I was born in the system, as you would say. So I was just going to school my whole life, and I started playing rugby when I was like around about so 11 or 12 years ago I started playing rugby actually, and it was always a big passion of mine. And then a couple of years later, I think it was from the 5th grade or something like that, I started playing the guitar. I went to the choir in my school. I even sang like sometimes solo in like some occasions.
You got into what, in the choir and stuff?
Yeah, I had some like some big occasions where I performed in front of an audience and stuff. So
And you enjoyed that?
Yeah, of course. It was very very.
It stretched you, uncomfortable?
No, but it was very exciting, and you need to show a lot of courage because you're standing in front of a big audience, in front of my whole school even. So these kind of experience I had already in the music sense, but I've already also progressed in my rugby career. When I was like 15 years old, I had the opportunity to play for the under 16 German International Rugby team.
Okay. And so that was. Did you play rugby through school anyway, and then you progressed through clubs, and then you got picked, and then you qualified, or was it trials and stuff?
So I started in my home club in Hanover, SC Germania List, and I've been nominated for some trainings so some scouts could see me if they want to qualify me for the national team, and then I got picked, and I worked my way up. I worked my way up through the ranks, and as I grew older, and I've had my biggest achievement so far has been in 2 times. I've been playing in Namibia at Windhoek Sevens. We were playing in the final against South Africa, and also Dubai Sevens. We won the tournament.
Dubai, what you were showing us. Okay, amazing. So when it comes to just into that, so when you said you were, you got occasions where you were playing in front of the school. When it came to performing, and then obviously in front of the crowds. I saw the crowds from the video when you were captain in Dubai Sevens, and you actually went on to win. So, do you think, what is it that this performance element of yourself and this stretching to become the best version of yourself, and obviously throughout that you've had a lot of people watching you and an audience. What is it that's prompted that? And I won't go into the sort of DJ space yet, but is there something that sort of stretches you and excites you?
Yeah, really good question. So I think it started in my childhood. I've been a really creative child. I've always been great in kindergarten with creating stuff, building stuff, and so on. So I think that comes from that. And I was always like a dreamer and stuff like that. So I think that's a really basic foundation of everything.
So what did you sort of start to see through education? I know you've been led to obviously into that area, that performance area. Is there anywhere you saw there yourself differing from the larger population when it comes to performing in that way? Because obviously, without going into the area we're in, what is it that you've really saw that's led you further into an elite sort of area? Do you think there's something that's made you feel a certain way about becoming better? Is there something from a younger age?
Not from, I wouldn't say from the younger age, or maybe even but as I progressed through the years, and when I got into my teenage years, when I got 13, 14 years old, obviously you start going out with your peers, and you start drinking and stuff, so you get into this niche kinda, and then I got lost a little bit. I got addicted to YouTube and all of the social media stuff, and got really like introverted, and that all of these modern addictions led me to so is this very shy personality, and I really struggled throughout the years as well.
So when it comes to that area, was that you'd already achieved a lot in rugby up to that point, right?
Yeah.
You'd already played internationally, etc. And then what do you feel like happened during that area where you started to take quite a negative, let's say, decline, or a position that wasn't progressing? What do you think impacted that kind of area where you had some negative, let's say, beliefs form maybe, or a negative, was it a negative environment, or?
I would say I was not loving myself. I had problems with myself. I had low self-esteem, and I wanted to get rid of the problem.
Okay.
I think the first thing that I did was purchasing a mental health book.
Okay. What book was that?
I can't remember exactly, but it was already something with meditation, some techniques and stuff. So, and that already helped. So I was like, oh man, if I can improve this area, which other areas can I improve as well? So that was kind of the start.
How old were you at this point?
I would say it was 1.5 years ago, but it was very light, and I didn't take it so seriously. So it was just for that I still continued like drinking, going out and stuff.
So that was around 18 years old?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
And so were you in school at this point, education, or where were you at when it comes to this, I guess, this template, as it were, from society, that kind of area?
Yeah, I think it was during COVID. So I think in the 11th grade, I was 17 or 18 years old by that time, and obviously you have been very lonely. And before COVID actually started, I was shy also because of my YouTube and my addictions that I had, like because I was always in my free time I was just watching like YouTube or something, and so
was there anything in particular you were watching?
No, I was just consuming just some entertainment the whole weekend, and before COVID started. And when COVID started finally, I was like a little bit relieved because there was like I knew I didn't have to go out and see other people, and know that other people also can't see other people. So I was like, okay, I don't miss out on anything. So I was like,
so you didn't feel any pressure anymore?
I didn't feel any pressure actually in the first 2 months. There was, I think, other people experienced that as well, not only me. And then school started again. COVID disappeared a little bit again.
And how did you feel when that started again, school and things?
It was obviously everything distanced, and socially, like, you had to get used to it a little bit.
And you felt that uncomfortable getting back into?
Yeah, of course. I felt uncomfortable because I also was not in order with myself. Mm-hmm. I had very low self-esteem because of things I did and stuff. I progressed through the years. It slowly disappeared again, and I had very bad, not bad friends, but friends who were not doing the same which I wanted to do.
So your environment was taking you into a place where you didn't actually want to go, or you didn't see was making you feel good, or?
So I was always consuming a little bit on YouTube, like self-improvement stuff, but it never was like applicable, and there was just motivation, and I didn't really know what to do. I always had the urge, but I didn't know like proper steps to take. Mm-hmm. And I think when it all changed was when I saw Hamza the first time.
Okay. So it was actually someone who'd stepped out, obviously built a huge audience and following and network.
Yes.
You become part of that. Mm-hmm. And how did that make you feel when you found someone where you could, what did that do for your life when you found a figure, a leader that can have a positive impact?
Yeah, the key point there why Hamza changed my attitude and my outcome was because the other content that I consumed before that was only motivation, but Hamza told his story, so I could relate to him.
Amazing.
He had the same issues as I had. He was always very shy, low self-esteem. He didn't watch after himself. Watched porn and jerking off. I don't know if it's eating junk food, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's into that.
Yeah.
That goes into that niche, and it was just really really inspiring, and it's finally made me to take action as well.
So what was your first kind of action? What was your first kind of action then from there? What was your first kind of action? What were your first steps from that point?
The first step was the choice that I made, because there was just a point where I realized when I saw these videos where I realized, okay, I have these bad friends and they are drinking and that's bad for you, but everybody's saying it's illegal, it's okay, but why do I feel bad if I drink? Like I even cried sometimes a day after I drunk. It doesn't. Why should it meant if it's good for me and if you should have fun? Why am I down the day after? And I was thinking like that doesn't make sense. I was searching for something that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I was just listening to Hamza because he was just a
so you were leaning towards so you were leaning towards things that were helping you to make sense of why you felt them ways. I can relate so much with regards to like drink and drugs and girls and all of that you can get caught up in, and the day after a lot of people I'm sure can relate in feeling very depressed, down, anxious, doubtful, low motivation, not really sure what to head, all those kind of fears, and it takes a choice, like you said, a decision to change that. So now you're at a point where did your DJ journey, because obviously I know that you've had some amazing success, it's something that I can see you've got a real vision for. Where did that start?
So it was also during Corona, actually. I always played guitar, as I told you before, and I was just jamming with my guitar, and my brother had some like cool iPad, which was pretty amazing and modern, and he had like GarageBand, and so he listened to me and heard that I was jamming along, and then he came into my room. Hey John, let's do it like this. You jam on the guitar, and I make like a beat on GarageBand, and then we jammed for like half an hour, and then after that session I thought like, how can I actually make music myself and add drums and make music? And then I typed in like
so that creative place is a happy place, right?
Yes,
definitely. I relate so much. And if you feel like that isn't the case, then actually same with me with regards to a high performance or an elite kind of thinking. If you're not creating, it can be very unhappy. It's not something that's urging you and driving you to see something that you're really excited about. How do you feel if you're not excited about something, or you're not driven, or how does it make you sort of feel?
Yeah, I think everyone can relate to that, but you're just not motivated to do it. Like, for example, I was attending after my A-levels, after I finished my A-levels, I attended some university days to visit and see what's going on, and I was there and like I saw the schedule for the whole year, and I was like, doesn't make me really motivated to study for something. I looked up how much I can earn there. Like when I study this, okay, I can earn 50,000 per year. Okay, I have to study 3 years, and I already heard from some other people that they study something and they do something else after that. They do something in a topic that I haven't studied. So I was like, okay.
So you decided against that. You decided against that university route
because it didn't make sense to me to study for something where you don't work at. And then obviously I was at ADE, Amsterdam Dance Event, the biggest electronic dance music event in the whole world. It's once a year, and I just needed to go there because I had a lot of collaborations through the internet before that, through Discord, connected with a lot of DJs. And
so you immediately, as soon as you saw how creative you could be in the space, because I've heard some of you putting together some stuff, and it's cool. It's really great. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I love music as well. So just seeing where it starts is amazing. I mean, there's so many people who know me know music's such a big part of my life. So it's crazy that you meet. So when it comes to now, you followed it. What's your thinking when you tap into something? What do you immediately think about where you can go with that?
You mean my vision? Or?
Yeah. Did you instantly paint a vision for where you could go in that the artist and the DJ space?
I think your vision always changes. The vision that I had 1 year before was like just play on Tomorrowland and be the most famous DJ of the whole world and just smash it.
Yep.
That was like very simple, and I just followed that dream. I moved to Amsterdam.
Because obviously that's where we met you.
Yeah,
we didn't meet you in Amsterdam, but So now you've gone to ADE, which is the center where you can collaborate, where you can get to know more DJs. You saw the importance of networking and being around those in your space. So between what was your coming away from that? What's your decision coming away from such an event like that?
You mean what happened after ADE? Why have you decided to move to? Was
it after that you decided, right, I'm going to follow my passion, follow my dream, and go to the Netherlands?
Yeah, exactly. I came home again. I think it was shortly after the 23rd of October, and
last year.
Yes, last year, 6 months ago, I think. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to study, and I saw that a lot of DJs are in Amsterdam, like the clubs and everything. I saw the clubs that were like on a completely different level.
I need to check these out. I need to check these out. I haven't even seen. I need to check these. I've been there before, but this, So
and then I just decided, okay, if I don't do it now, I will never do it. Like,
right.
I only have this one life, so it's a fear of regret that made me do it.
Yeah.
And then I moved there. I obviously had to search myself a job, and then my plan was, okay, I will have a job there to financially fund everything, and I will do music on the side, on the weekends, hustle every day after the work, and go to parties, which I did the first 2 months. I went to a lot of parties, connected myself to some people.
So you found yourself a 9-to-5 setup, but you were doing it to fund your goals and dreams?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So that was October. So between October and now, first couple of months, you're doing the plan, you're executing the plan. So what happened with the plan there? What did you start to think?
Yeah, so I was following also not only Hamza by the time, maybe a little bit more inputs to understand everything. I was also following Jack Hopkins. He's also like in the same area, like from personal development and for men, just to develop themselves. And he was like, okay, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what to study, what to work, get yourself a sales job, because the skill of selling is like you need it everywhere, and the best skill you can have.
And you heard that from him?
Yes, I heard that from him. Then I decided, okay, I will do that. I will listen to someone because I saw he's successful, he's living in Thailand, he's doing his stuff, he's big, you know, simple, you know? Listen to someone who's got it. So I searched myself a sales job, did it for 4 months.
So you applied that straight away and got yourself a sales job?
Exactly.
Yep.
And the sales job was, excuse my language, but it was shit. And
what was it about it that you couldn't?
So in the first place, their product was, I sold printers, so it was not the most exciting thing. The company was not professional. My colleagues were drinking. They were gambling during the working time. They were playing on a smartphone. They were behaving like kids.
So it was the environment.
Yes, I was searching for a brotherhood, and I saw Jack Hopkins. Obviously, he's like a man, and I just needed something, you know, like brotherhood, you know. But these people there at work, they behave like kids. And I felt really unhappy, even if I could have made not even. Couldn't even make a lot of money, but it was just was a little bit stuck there, and I was hoping to get so successful in the music so that I can escape one day, but obviously the progress was pretty slow, and then 1 month ago I joined the new Elite. It's like also a Telegram group and like a masterclass. You learn a lot with like the group, the environment which Jack Hopkins has created, and I also learned a lot there about like selling, like sales in specific with sales techniques or all areas of life.
So really, because you had no actual, you went and saw what the best would advise, and simply did what they said.
Yes.
But you were looking for community and seeking for the place where you could grow and.
Yeah, I was. You have to see it like that. I had checked every checklist of doing the right stuff, but the only thing that was missing, and I think it was the last point, don't be a lone wolf. Like, and that was the only thing. I was like a lone wolf. At work, I see everyone else, and I'm on my own mission. How is it supposed to work?
So you were on your own. You were looking for a community.
Yes.
Okay, and so that was. So you come away from this. Obviously, you attracted a message from Tom, and obviously you were looking for a brotherhood. You were looking for people who could, bring your vision. Obviously, vision, team, vehicle. Bring your vision in a team or mentorship to life using a vehicle that we have. What was it when Tom dropped you that message that you saw instantly? I know that when you met Tom, because you literally booked a flight to the UK. Off meeting Tom, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was it that struck that this is what I need to do?
So, I've quit my job like 2 weeks ago. I was searching for like high ticket appointment setting jobs because that was the advice that Jack Hopkins gave to us because you earn a lot of commission. And I also read a lot of books during my time off when I broke my hand. Also, I read one book which changed my whole perspective about basically finances, because I wanted to educate about finances. It was it's called The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco.
Okay.
And he basically showed me that a job is basically 5 days in exchange for 2 days of freedom.
Yep.
And I actually never thought about that, and like it was like eye-opening to me that it's modern slavery basically. And I was like, okay, I want to escape here now. And then I still worked there for 1 week, and I was like, I was looking around, how can I sit here, continue my work knowing that it's like modern slavery, you know? And
so as soon as you'd heard that, you were let me get away from this.
Yes.
So just to backtrack a little bit, where's when it comes to loved ones, family, like etc. What is it you experienced? Obviously, from where they've come from, what they've done. How did you going out and doing something different, right? What have you encompassed when it comes to challenges with that?
Like people telling me I have to do something else, or
yeah. Have you come across any resistance or adversity from loved ones, friends, those that are close, with regards to pursuing a life that the majority don't go after? Let's say.
I think you just have to stand up for yourself, and because it's your life and you only have this one life, and it's freedom. Like I just
so you were willing to put with what you needed to okay, awesome. Well, look, come on, one sort of main question, and just a bit more into this journey of how you've come to meet me, right? I could meet us. So you've received a message from Tom, and you've met Tom via obviously technology in 2023.
Yeah.
What was it that how was it you made that decision to fly to meet Tom on a Zoom call? What was it that made that decision? I need to get there. I need to be there.
So I generally don't believe that anything. I believe anything or everything. I don't know how to say it. Everything happens for a reason. And it's like, all the things I've gone through, I followed Hamza's advice, therefore I met Jack Hopkins, and then I followed Jack Hopkins' advice, searching for higher ticket opportunities. Then, therefore I set up my Instagram profile again, and unfollowing everyone and following only leaders. And then I followed Hamza again, even if I followed him for 5 months. And then he messaged me, Tom. And
so you'd actually been off Instagram?
Yeah. No.
You just wanted to refresh it.
Yeah, I wanted to refresh it, and that action. If I would never listen to that, Tom would never message me. So Tom, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And
but you don't. You actually live that.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that say it, but you live that. So now you've met Tom, and you've booked a flight to the UK.
Yes, because I was like, either I get run over by a train, than going to a job knowing that it's slavery.
So you needed to go into what you didn't know.
I was willing to risk everything basically. Amazing. Because it's no point.
Because you didn't know what we did and what we had or anything. You knew you met Tom and you made a decision.
I just booked the flight because I saw that I knew what he was doing. He was obviously selling me, but he was helping me. I had the knowledge that selling is helping people and get out of their like jobs and make them do what they really want. And when I met Tom, he was like so enthusiastic. It was like the best, like out of this world. Like this sales call was like, oh my god, I have to learn how he's doing that. And like I was so happy that he sold me, you know, and like
100%.
Yes.
People say, I'm so happy. I am so happy I was sold.
Yes.
On my goals and dreams because it takes that person to do that. So. And so now you're over in the UK. Obviously, you've got into what is it that you're It's been amazing having you here. So whilst you've been here, what have you learned about what we do, how we do things, how we roll, how we live, and what it is that what it is that really what have you learned since you've been here?
Yeah, so I've learned a lot of money, obviously. So the flow of money and that's. Actually, you can generate passive income streams, and you also showed me the way like it's better to focus on your wealth first, get that sorted out, and then I can do whatever I want. I can do music. I can do follow my passion basically.
So obviously us focusing because we've got all got goals and dreams when it comes to what we want to do in our fulfillments. But having that understanding, if I just get the wealth account sorted, I'm going to be free to go and put time into music, into everything. Did that when that first clicked? Was that like that's the point? That's what I was looking for. Was that something you really took from this being here? That if I just focus on my wealth and follow the blueprint we have here, follow the amazing platform that we have, is that something now you're like I can see clearly how my goals and dreams are going to come to life whilst getting my wealth sorted first?
I already had that before the call kinda before Tom called. I was hopping on the call with Tom, and he was just telling me that and confirming that. And
amazing.
Because I had some other jobs and making up some stories or something like that, but he gave me a step-by-step formula. Come here, book a flight, work with us, boom. Like, what else do I need? Like, there's no...
And so, what have you experienced? What's the biggest thing you've taken away, and why are you excited? Because I know that obviously now you're going back, you're actually moving over here, so we can get to work as a team in the build house. What is it that you're super excited for?
I'm just excited, to be in an environment where you can support each other, because I think it's pretty hard to support each other through like video calls or through phone calls. I think it's really important to have that physically, and living together or like meetups is also great. But that's the way to go.
And why are you excited about the vehicle? Obviously, we've got the amazing educational training platform, and everyone's utilising what they are when it comes to building this organisation, helping the next person. What is it there that you really see is working, what works so well for you and what you want?
Yeah, basically, I'm always willing to learn from people that have more understanding, because I'm honest, I don't have a real understanding of trading, never got into it. So having like as I saw now, multi-millionaires teaching that stuff is like it's like I'm really grateful for that opportunity, and I'm happy to be here and willing to learn, you know.
Amazing. What's one thing you'd give to the next person that was in your position for wanting more, not maybe being clear on it? What's the one thing you'd leave everyone with?
Yeah, you have to be sure about your goals, and either it's, for me personally, it's like either 100% or nothing. There's no 80, 90. If you really want something, you don't get paid off if you're just 90%. You have to be like 100 or 110% in, like otherwise it won't work out. So you have to be willing to make sacrifices And yeah, that's my message.
Amazing. Look, bro, I know you've got a flight to catch, so we'll finish there. I appreciate your time, everything you've brought to us, your energy, and I'm excited. I know we've got plans in place now, and you're sorting everything when it comes to the Netherlands, and I'm excited for this build house to get bigger and better, and the results to get even more spectacular. But look, bro, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Amazing, I love that. And look, guys, Vision Team Vehicle, I appreciate you guys. If you like, subscribe, stay a part of what we have. Keep up to date with the amazing individuals and the information that we're going to keep on bringing, okay? If anything has resonated with you, please, we have the channel VTV Telegram that's free to join. So jump in there. We've got amazing when it comes to community, financial education and literacy, events, and how you can be a part of the wider community and environment, even opportunities and investments. And a chance to even be at some point a part of the environment and get amongst the, maybe be the training platform, etc. Whatever it is that you want to sort of see happen there, the channel VTV is the place to go to get amongst it and get around it completely free of charge. Okay, so jump in there in the description is how you can get to that. So look, channel VTV, it's Eliot here and Jon Caister. Appreciate you. Let's get it, let's go. And I'll see you guys all in the near future. See you now. Bye. Cheers.
All right.